What do you mean you can't hear my scream? My screams are in my head because it's my baby girl that's dead. God, I don't understand why my baby girl had to die. That woman is heartless and cold and had no clue what losing a child would do to the sanity of a mother and to the heart of a brother. And because she was mad at a man, she took my baby's life with her hand. I wish I could turn back the hands of time. Then the baby girl wouldn't have been mine. I would never wish this pain on another mother. The monster that shot my baby should have been prosecuted further. 11 years will never dry my tears. She will never know my strife. The judge should have given her life. Can you imagine becoming a victim because of rage and anger? How about burglary, theft, assault, manslaughter, to name a few? Crime leaves many victims helpless. Surely the victims and their loved ones suffer. The pain and the anguish of many victims are unbearable in different ways. Those of us who are witness to crime suffers also. We want to feel safe. We want to believe that we will not fall to the harm that engulfs the others. Working for the Department of Juvenile Justice, I have came in contact with offenders who committed all types of crime, drug, public order, and property crime. I'm not here to talk about the crime itself. I'm here to talk about the harm of the crime on the victim. In correctional facilities throughout the United States, they have implemented restorative justice. Restorative justice is a theory that emphasizes repairing the harm caused by criminal behavior. Justice requires that we work to restore those who have been involved and affected. When a victim is harmed, they are affected physically, emotionally, psychologically, and financially. Criminal behavior continues to be on the rise, which means more victims. Did you know we are victims of those crimes? How, you say? Because we pay taxes to keep correctional facilities open and pay for those types of curriculums to attempt to address the harm. How can we address the harm of a mother in the poem losing a 2-year-old daughter? We can't tell a victim that we know how they feel because we don't know how they truly feel. Being able to have a counseling session because the victim and the offenders can start the process of repair. The process will take time for both the offender as well as the victims. The victims need to walk in the shoes of the offender, needs to walk in the shoes of the victim, and the victim will be allowed to express to the offender the cause they have because of their poor choice they made. Criminal offenders could repair what they did by helping victims with financial problems, help prevent, speak on their criminal hurt they caused, help keep the community safe by participating in the neighborhood watch, to mention a few. Addressing the harm at the root will stop offenders from blaming others for their action. They will see the harm through their victim eyes. How dare to take away from me what I have worked for, struggled for. How dare he destroy my library card, union card. What did he do with my personal possession that means so much to me? I would want him to pay for this crime. I feel his potential can be rape, robbery, that he is dangerous, non-calling, an animal let loose in society. Addressing the harm starts from the heart of the criminal itself. Again, in closing, I would like to remind you that you are a victim of crime. Crime is violent of a law in which the state is the victim. The offenders who are passive and self-protective in prison need to take full responsibility for their crime and promote healing. The need to make things right by identifying the needs of their victims and making an obligation to the problem solve and heal the pain that they have caused families and the community. What is your response toward those who have suffered from victims? How do we address the need? And what about the feelings toward the offenders? Do we demand recompensation, or do this negate our call for love of our enemies? We are working toward restorative justice when we focus on the harm of the wrongdoing. We need to focus on the effect of the crime of all the victims, the community, and the offenders.